Victor sends his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army.
An
Should
eye,
be back
one
any
eye.
day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out.
Who's that?
There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Final Fantasy loves doing all your friends and allies die midway through. Can't make it a cliche anime story without it. Honestly, I'm trying to think. What's my stance on that? I don't know. I will say if a story has a none of the good guys ever die, it definitely seems a bit predictable, right? I think it's good to show that sometimes, like, you know, not everyone's immune to that, but at the same time, I think, like, Game of Thrones went too far. Game of Thrones, like, everybody dies.
I'd trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially
Vivian
memorable.
Ninetails.
So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
I can't tell if she's 20 or 60.
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
Admug, there's a book called Mistborn that I believe nails the balance perfectly. I think I've read that series.
Sunbreak's dominion over northeastern
Long time ago,
Storm has
I'm pretty
endured.
sure.
Recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason, she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambraquois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the Crystalline Dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
Mistborn of Sanderson? That sounds right. I think so.
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
The thing I love about this storytelling is all the characters have their secrets and no one will tell them their secret, but they make sure to make you aware that they have a secret. I don't know. I mean, Clive's been pretty open that he thought he killed his brother. I don't know why his brother was keeping his existence secret. That seemed weird. Jill is her only secret was that she was like really badly abused and treated, so she just doesn't want to talk about it.
Perhaps I should
Oh,
just
Charon
have
lived.
breakfast,
Nice.
maybe.
Is it business or pleasure? Coin purse weighing you down? Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Yeah, I thought a lot more of the people from the hideaway died.
What'd you want?
Let's see. I can combine. Yo, it's a good thing I didn't sell Flame Tongue. We can combine it to make it a higher level weapon.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. That it? Fine.
Speak with Harpocrates on the shelves. That's just the
have we any more
jukebox.
knuckle pies?
The thing with story is you need to have an ally die depending on the story for the main character to grow as a character, but the death can be done in different ways. I don't think an ally has to die for character growth, but it is a tool often used for character growth. Mithril, a mineral most mighty. Mithril is a material of both passing hardness and luster, and it is these two qualities for which it is valued by the weapon and armorsmiths of the realm. However, there's a third quality of mithril that sets it apart from steel or shell, its durance. While even the finest steel may be melted by dragon's fire, become brittle in frigid climes, or turn to rust if not regularly and rightly oiled, mithril is, once made, eternally unchanging. In this volume, I will explain how one might go about making, shaping, and employing mithril in one's work.
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
On gods and men. Sorry, it's wet. It was in my soup pocket.
Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head.
What, Ultima?
But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
What? There's one downstairs. There's literally one downstairs. We saw it on the way
The
up.
twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Moogles are a conspiracy like birds. This is like in Warhammer when people like Skaven aren't real as Skaven are destroying the city.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work.
Ouch.
Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a stolus. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
She has a long ponytail.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Have you been to the toll?
I just realized, look at her sword.
Oh,
Like, I just replaced it,
I still
but
don't
it
have
looks
the hairpin I
weird.
bought my
Like, the
wife.
handle and hilt especially. Wall of Memories. The Oath. Oh, that's the stone that us and Sid stabbed. Created the day Clive pledged his allegiance to Sid, this crystal shard transfixed with twin daggers is a powerful reminder of a promise made, friendship forged, and legacy inherited. Okay. Why do I feel like we just finished the tutorial? And we just got to our post-tutorial town. And we are so many hours into this. The reading table. Reports, letters, and other important missives addressed to Clive are delivered to the reading table in his chambers. New messages are always arriving, so make it a point to check the reading desk upon returning to the hideaway. Republic's play. The Republican army marches on the Empire at Twinside, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing, I reckon. I'll see you're done to wear upon my return. Gav. And yeah, he's got a scar. Yeah, I'm pretty sure when he got slashed, it was like this, but he's got a perfect, like, up and down Rurouni Kenshin scar.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kuka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
For now.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
For what? They're gonna go after Hugo? Have you seen
Look
Harpocrates'
how
game
far
feature?
we've come.
The book guy? I don't think
All
so.
that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste
Yeah,
such
where
a
is
precious
Joshua?
gift.
He's gonna find the feather?
He did.
Yep.
He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
Rajani says, is anyone else getting chain buffering on the YouTube side, or is it just me? Guys, definitely let me know if you're having any technical difficulties. If it's just that person, or if it's me, would love to know.
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals.
Those are tiny cups. It's like Shaquille O'Neal holding a beer can.
To sit.
Good here, fine here, good on my end. Okay, thank you. Is that Joshua finally wearing something other than a baggy robe?
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
Otto's like, dang it, they're finally making progress after 5 years and I ruined it. The Gathering Storm.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
Speak to Hippocrates to check out his library. Okay. Oh yeah, he's got an icon now.
Ah, Clive. A moment, if I may. You'll be pleased to hear that I've completed another volume. And while my collection is still far from becoming the 1,000 tomes that young Crow has quaintly dubbed it, I hope the knowledge chronicled within might yet be of some benefit to the Hideaway. Of course, I would not have penned half as many volumes without the tales you and the others bring back from your travels, for which generosity I shall be forever grateful.
View the 1,000 tomes.
I have compiled some new entries. If you
The
would like to
1,000
see them.
Tomes is a comprehensive compendium of Valisthian lore covering everything from basic terms to important persons, geography, and history. New information is constantly added as Clive progresses through the story. Past active tome lore entries can also be viewed here.
I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
The little sprites. Hippocrates updates the tomes.
I have quite the find for you today.
Cute. Found Everlisting calendar, constants of the code word Aegis. Aegis? Aegis? Dating back to antiquity, the term Egai has historically been used to describe those ethereal entities that can be conjured by dominants. Egais are capable of casting potent magics corresponding to the elemental alignment of their creators. Though unquestionably formidable, they will fade immediately should the dominant who gave them being happen to be slain. Oh, the Akashic. The irreversible change brought about by a living being's overexposure to ether. Creatures are stripped of any intelligence or sense of self they may once have had and become suffused with life force, usually manifesting as extreme strength and aggression. Flora can also turn, resulting in their twisted overgrowth. Those with ethereal tolerance, however, such as dominance and bears, are less likely to turn Akashic.
What subject shall we consider today?
It has all those, like, things I opened as, like, layers. I had to escape out of all of them. Morning Muck, how's your Final Fantasy journey coming along? Oh man, it's so crazy that this is the final one, that this is gonna wrap everything up. Eager to see how they choose to end it. It's good. I'm having fun.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual.
The
Somewhere
usual.
in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip around the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Eager to see if Mug does the DLC. How is the DLC? Is the DLC like, the kind that it's like post-story, or is it one that you do in the middle of the story? You know how some games you want to download the DLC before you finish it, and other games you can do it at the end if you want to continue. Find the curse breakers. You reach the end of the game and then it's open. Martha's Rest.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
It's so dark. Is it the blight or is it smoke?
Let's get you to physical.
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
A culling? Uh-oh. Dark clouds gather. Okay. Chronologically,
Cole is
the
right.
DLC's in the middle, but it doesn't matter when you do it.
Tavern brawl.
It's
It was
just
a
before the
message.
end.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Pull the lever! You would do it before the final boss. Okay, so basically what you're saying is I can finish the game and then decide, and it's not going to hurt me too bad. have to get used to this extra element.
Look. Up ahead. Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds. Poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them.
Oh, dang. Okay, so she's been for those who weren't here last time, she's been helping bearers, and when bearers use their power too much, they kind of like turn to stone, they like petrify. And so there was like a hospice that they were running. Like it was a bunch of bearers that were about to completely turn to stone. So she's basically saying like all the people that she was helping that were in hospice all got out of bed to fight for her. So a bunch of like half-dead zombie mages got up to fight these people.
Get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in this area, and they were forced to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
It's me, mate!
There is a point where both DLCs start, but you haven't reached it. Alright.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
No.
Now where's the guys who did this?
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we
You don't even have
swear.
shields. You're called Black Shields?
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Hey guys, how's that battle going?
Let's see.
Is that all of them?
Icon of bouncing castles?
I think so.